Hi everybody, Barry Stokes here to talk about my Lowrance Elite TI fish finder units and how I set them up on my Nitro Z20 high performance fishing boat. We get asked lots of questions on the television show about how we set these units up. So I'm going to walk you through a couple of things. As you can see, I've got two Lowrance Elite TI fish finder units, 12-inch units set up side by side here. Now the Elite TIs will do almost everything that the top of the line, most expensive units will do at a much more affordable price. They are fantastic value units for the bang for the buck. Now on the left-hand unit, you can see I've got it mounted on a bracket. That gets it about 6 inches closer to my eyes rather than flush mounting it, and it lets me take it off the boat at night for security purposes. As you can see, I keep it set completely up on a chart. It's for navigational purposes. It's for my waypoints, my tracks, my routes. It's how I get around the lake and know where I'm fishing. The right unit I have set up on a balls out bracket. It's one of the toughest, most durable units on the market, even in big waves, holds it real steady. And as you can see, I split that screen, the left side with the traditional 2D look, and on the right side, the down scan. Now that lets me compare the two types of scanning to identify better what I'm looking at. Now, let me show you a couple of little tricks here. We begin with this navigational unit on the left. The first thing I want to do is press the power button, and that gives me access to many of the menu items that I use most frequently. Now, the first thing I do is set up my overlay. So I hit Edit Overlay, and then Add, and I can go through here and add anything I'd like to add. The time, which I've got add bottom left of the screen right here. I can add my speed over ground, which is what I actually want to do here. And speed over ground, I put a check mark right in there, and then I X out of that, I hit save, and now I've got speed over ground and time put on the screen there. And one other important note, as long as all the units that you have on your boat are connected with a black NMEA cable, not the yellow Ethernet cable, but the black NMEA, then any waypoint that you create on any unit will be saved and shown on all the other units in your boat as long as they're on and functioning when you create the waypoint. So we hit the waypoint button right here. We save that waypoint right where we're sitting, and you can see, I'll move it off to the side so that you can see right there, we do have a waypoint created. That same waypoint was now created on every other unit that's connected with the black NMEA cable in the boat, and you can see there is that same waypoint I just created on my second unit. One other interesting thing is the fish reveal feature. In the latest upgrade of the Lowrance software, we now combine the fish arches that we're used to seeing on our traditional 2D sonar over on our down scan. So as you can see, I took these shots earlier. You can actually see fish arches on your down scan. Before, they were a little hard to distinguish because they were simply white, transparent, shady spots as fish. Now they're clearly fish arches, one of the great new features of the latest software upgrade. Now in a couple of minutes, I can't walk you through all the features of these units, but that gets you a couple of the cool tips and tricks and our setup that we use on the television show.